It is a big challenge for any country, especially a big challenge for a country with a small population. Because if we opened our doors, we could double our population overnight. And that would not be a wise idea. So I think we have to see it at different levels. First, to secure our future, we must make our own babies. Enough of them. No, because if all of the people in the next generation are not our own, then where did they come from and what is the point of this? So we work very hard at encouraging marriage and parenthood. Our total fertility rate is a bit on the low side. This year is, I think, 1.12 babies per woman, which is about half of what we would like it to be, but not so surprising compared to other cities in East Asia and Southeast Asia. So first thing for managing population is, I think we need to have enough of the next generation of our own. If we can push the fertility rate not to 2.1, which would be replacing ourselves, but to maybe 1.3, 1.4, we produce 2/3 of what we need, then the balance 1/3, well, I'm prepared to top up from overseas. And the numbers are not too enormous and will not overwhelm us. Then I have to manage the inflow of people who come and become permanent residents, just like people get green cards in America, and people who come and, having gotten permanent residence, want to become citizens in Singapore. And that we can manage because there is no shortage of people who want to come, and we are able to choose those who are most able to fit in and most able to make a contribution. And we have now, about 32 to 33,000 babies born in Singapore a year, citizens. We bring in about 30,000 permanent residents, so it's almost 1-to-1. But of those permanent residents, we have about 20,000 who become citizens a year. So we are producing more of our own kids than we are having immigrant new citizens. So I think that is not a bad balance. If I can have a few more of my own kids, I think it would be better. Beyond that, we have the needs of the economy. And in the workforce, I have about 2.1 or 2.2 million who are resident workers and about 1 million who are non-resident workers. This is about 2-to-1. Non-resident workers means all the way from construction workers to managers and bankers and professionals. And I think that we have flexibility depending on the needs of the economy and the business cycle. You can have more, you can have less. You have to make sure that there's infrastructure to support them. They have places to live, that the public transport is adequate, that they are able to fit in and not cause too much of a social dislocation, and that they are making a good contribution to the economy, and at the same time, we hope are also a plus for our society. Because it adds a vibrancy to the place, that in Singapore you have so many people from all over the world who are able to come here, who are comfortable living here, working here, have their kids here, and living peacefully, law-abiding, making a contribution, arts, culture, as well as economy and business. And if we can do that and keep the core Singaporean, and you come to Singapore and you say, I know I'm in this place. There's something special about it, beyond the food and the accent. Then I think we've got the balance right.
Prime Minister, I have to add parenthetically that a very successful Silicon Valley CEO, now retired John Chambers, said in an interview with Forbes Asia, if Singapore had 200 million people, it would rule the world.
Well, I think if we had 200 million people, it wouldn't run the way Singapore runs today. We would be different. We do not have delusions of grandeur. We have to be like this to make up for the fact that we don't have 200 million people.